Tracking this down. Alrighty, the first room. This is the intro that Jeff Chandler did as Deadwood. She was nice to type it all out here. If anybody has a dramatic reading voice, I want to read it.
Chandler.
Can we get Deadwood to come back and read this? I'm sorry, what? Can you come back? Can you summon forth Deadwood and read the intro?
Not really.
Okay, well this one is.
Oh, you really want me to?
Yes.
Trust me, it took a few takes to do this. I'll give you just what the whole thing?
Just do a few sentences.
All right.
And
Just the last line. Do what? Just the last line. The last line? All right.
Yeah.
Good luck, mighty adventurers. Long will the bard sing of your bravery. The only problem is that doesn't really sound like what Midway did. So.
But you scared the baby.
Okay, this first room, we wanted to get the party, the idea that you really work together to get through the dungeon. So we tried to devise a puzzle where everybody kind of had to input a little piece of information, which they all needed to spread out and look at the wall and when it changed to remember the arrows. The really cool key was made by Joe. He was loading the truck, the last truck right now, and they're leaving. So unfortunately he couldn't be here. He's got a really nice metal shop. He did a great job with the key. But basically, we're supposed to use the colored arrows as orientation on how to slide the key out of the
Slide.
Yeah, very nice. It's like, that looks better than real life. Nice job. Yeah, so it was a fun puzzle, I think, for the groups to working together, and I hope it'll set the stage for the rest of the adventure. Anybody have any questions?
How did it work?
How did it work? Well, like you can see the arrows, like there's basically where you start in the middle position, there was only 4 different colors you could go to. There were a total of like 5 different colors of light. And there was only one color available that had an arrow that direction. I believe it was a white arrow down. And then you got down to the white arrow down, and then you looked around, and the only way you could move another direction, there was an orange down. And then, so basically, at every stop, there was only one way you could go with an available arrow that's on the wall. So eventually, there you go. So eventually, there was only one way, one path to get out. You kind of had to do like this kind of thing. But if you followed the arrows, there was only one way to go. There was never more than one way you could go at each intersection. You had to go a certain direction. And then once you got the key, you had to take it and push it to the icon of the lock on the door, near the door. And that opens it up. Now we'll watch here. Okay, new animatronic the gargoyle guy. Yes, this was a fun little combat, and I really always wanted to do somebody dressed up like a gargoyle and talk to the party, but it's just too hard to do that with a person. So we got an animatronic to do it, and you can pick which one of basically which energy or which kind of damage type you wanted to face. That's what the different symbols meant. So you can either go shock, fire, cold, sonic, or acid, kind of depending on if you had some energy resistance of some kind. There, and then after you pass two, he jumps down and hopefully he startles you again. He is scared. I don't think you like your Oh, yes.
Clue that nobody got.
Yeah, basically it was really a hard thing to figure out, but in the go-go room, if you took electricity, which is not on the screen anymore, that was one of the choices. There was at least one, maybe two, we didn't take them down, iron pillars. So if you said you were standing by the iron pillar and you tried to attack you with electricity, you were basically immune to the attack, because the iron would, it was like a lightning rod, it would absorb the attacks. So that's how one way you could get around taking any damage. Somebody also, like the second to last shift, threw stone to flesh on him. I thought that was a cool idea. So I just said, oh, you're on +10 then. So that's another idea that is done. From room 3, the reflecting room, the eyeballs. We originally had a really powerful green laser, but we decided that blinding somebody was probably not a good idea. It looked really cool in the playtest. I didn't mind doing that to the playtester. So we went with a little less dangerous one. This is really one of those party management puzzles where one person could do it probably faster than the whole group if they didn't cooperate together. So the way I had it would be solved quickly was that everybody would just, there's exactly 10 of these things. Everybody would grab an orb and kind of stand there and like use their arm to kind of simulate where the laser's going. So if they work quickly, you could try out a bunch of different patterns really quickly without even moving the balls. Everybody just kind of tried to act like they were going to be the mirror. And then that way you can hopefully test out several different ways fast. We, as the time went on, we added some additional numbers to make it a little easier, and I think the solve rate went up a little bit after that. But originally when I tested it, I didn't have any numbers on the balls at all. Both playtest groups didn't get it, so that's why we added numbers.
My back still hurts.
What about the pattern?
Yeah, we
What's
can
the
fix some
pattern
patterns.
of the lights?
I'm sorry?
What was the
What's the
pattern?
pattern of the lights?
Yeah.
Oh, well, there's really like probably 100 different ways to do it. I just had,
There are multiple solutions.
Very, very many.
I just had one in the book, but basically, yeah, I mean, you can't see it from here. I'm sorry, next time we'll have like the slides. I'll get her to JPEGs or.
Could we see it afterwards?
Sure.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
But I can tell you, the one that's in the book, we did not use when we play tested it. We still were able to do it. So I know there are several different solutions.
So the numbers that were on the balls were only eights. They weren't a hard and fast. This has to be 5. This has to be 8. Kind of deal.
That was just a guide to show you, that's one way to do it. That's the way that we had to do it. So we were hoping that the numbers would at least give you a little bit of a start point. It's a long time. I thought it would be fun to throw a little bit of a physical type challenge in, right in the middle of the dungeon, kind of break stuff up, give your brain a little bit of a rest. So it was just kind of a fun little room. DMs in here had a tough job. Some of them didn't have help with that whole board and just let that board up and down the hall all day. So the way this worked, there was some immunities and some help if you had a celestial set, because it was a astral stalker. But basically he was just trying to, if you didn't damage him, then he would attack you. And